Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and Nicky Earnshaw. It's the two of us today. Nick Earnshaw, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Schweiner? Nothing could be finer.
Nothing could be finer. It's Saturday morning. The sun's shining. It's December 7th, a date that will live in infamy. Of course, we all remember, and we should never forget, December 7th. When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, got us into World War II, and all the people that sacrificed themselves for this country, we will always want to remember them. And I don't know if I told you this, Nick, but my father was at Pearl Harbor. His aircraft carrier was out to sea, so he was lucky they weren't. He pulled in a couple days after they were one of the first ships back in
after the attack.
And my dad would always question him about what happened and whatnot. And he'd talk about it. My father is buried at Arlington National Cemetery.
Yeah, you did tell me that before.
Yeah, so really proud of the old man. And Dad, he that's how he got into history. He always was very inquisitive,
Right.
Wanted to know things, Nick.
Yeah.
You got to be inquisitive.
You got to be asking questions.
Got to ask questions.
Yes. I had a great teacher in high school tell me, always ask questions.
Ask questions.
Always. And listen.
Be inquisitive.
Yes.
Yeah, listen. That's why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Nicky Earnshaw, I got my Christmas lights up.
You're getting festive.
I got everything up. And guess what, Nick? Ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Up on that ladder, I string the lights around along the gutter.
Right.
And I put the lights on top of the bushes in front of the house. I was sore.
You were sore?
I was sore up and down.
Oh,
no.
I'm
getting old, Nick.
Yeah, you're creaking.
Yeah.
Your body's making noises. Well, at least you got it up. You're festive. I'm sure AG appreciated it.
She loves it now. I
I'm
got to
sure.
get the tree done. Did you have your tree up yet?
My tree is not up yet.
Yeah, I usually wait. Like the old tradition in my family was to get the tree, but not decorate it until Christmas Eve.
Right.
Like decorate it as a family on Christmas Eve.
Right.
But that's
out.
New generation. They like their trees up. It's like lickety split.
Right. Yeah. We haven't gotten the tree up yet. I'm thinking this weekend, within the next week, it'll go up. I think that's what we're gonna do. You
and I at a Christmas party that we attended at the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine event at Live Casino in South Philadelphia, right under the shadow of the Link.
Yeah.
And
the Wells Fargo Center.
Wells Fargo Center. It's all right there.
CBP.
Yeah. And we had a great time. Ken Dunek, Harold Carmichael was there.
Yep. Proper
was there.
Gaffa.
Yeah, man, we had a great time and met some great people. We had some great laughs. Dave Klemick is not with us today. He'll be with us tomorrow because we'll be broadcasting live from La Scala's Beach House for our Eagles pregame show.
Oh, nothing better than broadcasting at La Scala's. We always have a good time.
The food is. I can't emphasize this enough. The food down there, the reason why it's so popular is because the food is good.
Yes.
If the food is good, but the ambiance, the drinks, everything's great down there. Plus, I'm a little superstitious. We weren't anywhere. Last year. We were at another location, right?
Right.
And the Eagles fell apart at the end of the year. I think it's the vibe at
the aura.
The aura. I'm so superstitious.
Okay, so you think because we've been at La Scala, that's why we're winning?
Yeah.
All right, I like it. I think it's a big reason too. And it feels like every time we go there, we seem to win.
Yes. And last week the Eagles, man, I'll tell you, they were down 9-0.
Yep.
And they came back, and you know what? We're going to get into it today. We're going to talk a lot of birds today.
Yes.
And our first guest, former Philadelphia Eagle tight end. He's a podcaster. He does Bird Brains.
Yep.
He's the publisher of the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine, Ken Dunek.
Ken Dunek, we saw him just this past week. It was great talking to him.
How big are his mitts?
He is. He's got some big hands. Let me tell you. I was like, wow. Whoa. I went to shake his hand. I was like,
his hands
whoa.
are huge, but they're thick.
Yeah.
Like, he's got huge hands.
Well, he's a tight end. He's got to be able to catch the football.
Number 86, I believe.
Yes.
So we'll talk to Ken Dunek about the birds. And then we have a cancellation.
Oh, no. What
Ready
happened?
for this? Mr. Negadelphia, who does his shtick with us every Saturday at 11 o'clock, he's snowed in. And Cleveland, they got a foot and a half of snow up there. So he couldn't get out on time, so he's got to take a flight. At his flight, he'll be in the air at 10:30.
All right.
So he
Is he going to join tomorrow?
Tomorrow he's going to call. He'll do his thing tomorrow.
Tell him I'll miss him.
Mr. Negadelphia tomorrow.
See, he's ducking me because he doesn't want to talk about the Sixers winning last night. I mean, that's why he's ducking, I think. That's what I think the real reason
had
is.
a nice
Billy.
conversation with the with Mr. Negadelphia last night. He's
I'm sure
he thinks you're nuts.
I know. Everyone thinks I'm nuts.
Now, I know you're probably a little cocky because the Sixers won last night. They
did?
got their 6th win.
They did.
And you're going to stick to what I asked you several weeks ago. Who's going to be the next Philadelphia sports team to win a championship? You said Sixers.
I did. I don't know if I love that pick with the way the Eagles are playing right now because, I mean, if you look at the timeline, Eagles, I mean, the Super Bowl is before the NBA Finals. So, I mean, that could happen. Maybe we get both this year. Maybe it's 1 and 2. Who knows?
Nicky.
I'm just kidding.
They got
I'm
they're
kidding.
6 and 15.
But guess what? They're 1 game out of the play-in. They're 1 game out of the play-in right now. I just want to put that out there for the people. This team has been awful this year, but they are 1 game out of the play-in to get into the postseason. So, I mean, that's what happens when you add 10 teams that have a shot to get into the postseason.
All right, so we'll talk Sixers starting at 11 o'clock. We'll fill the gap with Mr.
Yes,
Mr.
please. Yes.
So we'll get into the Sixers.
That's what we need to do. We need to put no other talk. No Eagles, no Phillies, no Flyers, nothing else. Sixers only.
We'll get into it.
I want to make sure that he knows, that Mr. Negadelphia knows we were talking only Sixers positively.
Well, he's going to be in the air, so they got a foot and a half of snow.
You can go back and listen to the replay.
Yeah, I'll upload it on the
on
YouTube.
Well, it's already on YouTube.
It's already on YouTube.
It's on X.
My podcast.
Your podcast.
I'll upload
it
on the pod. Is it upload or download? What am I doing there, Nick?
Your upload.
Yo, how about
I'll airdrop you all that information, all right?
You know what was funny? And by the way, we saw Jim Ziris, right? Jimmy Ziris
we did.
And he took care of Vince Papali. And I was telling, we met Liz and we saw Jen Sherlock there.
Yes.
And we were telling the story about how Vince was like, Billy, man, this was the biggest suite ever.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And 4 or 5 bathrooms.
Yeah.
Right? And then Liz ends up winning the grand prize.
Yeah.
A weekend down at the Golden Nugget. I told Jim you got to hook her up.
I saw. So when they were on stage at this event, at the Jerseyman Phillyman magazine event, it was a fantastic holiday party, by the way. They were picking out the cards. I saw my card in someone's hand like 5 times. Like, I wanted to win a prize.
You know what? Your card's white. And every card they picked out of there had a color to it.
I know. I was like, oh, it's not me.
You can see it from the stage that it's not you.
Yeah, because they pick out the business cards.
I didn't even put my card in there because I won last time. I don't want to keep winning.
Oh, you think you're just Mr. Spectacular winning every time, Schweiner? I haven't won once.
Winning.
And you know who keeps winning? The 76ers. They won 3 of 4.
How about the Philadelphia Flyers?
Yeah.
I mean, they lost the other night
to
the Florida Panthers.
They did.
Who are the Stanley Cup champions.
Yep.
That being said,
that was a wild game, by the way.
They're like 8 of their last 13.
Yeah, they've been fantastic, but that was a wild game.
I would say they've been fantastic.
They've been better.
I
shouldn't say fantastic. They've been better. They've been better.
See, this is where your youth, you get too carried away.
I get carried away. We've seen you get carried away.
Listen, I need you to take a seat, like sit back in your chair and think before.
See, I'm caffeinated and activated today.
Because you told Mike Gill all summer long throughout the sports bash.
I did.
Look, you knew it deep down inside that after the All-Star break, the Phillies weren't playing well. They didn't look good.
I still believed.
You told them they were going to win that.
They lost to the Mets. Are you kidding me?
Stinking Mets.
That was an awful series.
And you know what? I listened.
Wait,
hold on. I'm mad at you too.
What do you want?
I'll never forgive you for this.
What?
You made me bet Mr. Met.
I did.
And I had to sing that stupid fight song, the Mets song.
Listen, you can't win if you don't play, okay? It's a quote that my father says all the time. You can't win if you do not play. And you got to take some losses sometimes, and eventually you'll win.
Okay, at the bottom of the second hour.
Kind of like your heater.
At the bottom of the second hour, we'll have Fran Mclaughlin with the high school athletes in the spotlight.
Oh, I can't wait.
Weekly segment that's going to go all school year long.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I love that segment.
I must tell you, before we take a break.
Yeah.
I've got my Christ the King colors, and they made me the head coach of the 4th grade girls basketball team.
Look at that, Schweiner.
Head coaches of the girls. We set the schedule up. Who do I meet there? Kevin Franson.
Oh, he's coaching?
He's coaching
Oh,
the St.
how about
Rose
that?
team.
Schweiner versus Franson in the championship? 4th grade girls? Here we go.
Could be. All right, we got a great show lined up today. We only got 2 hours to get it all in. Let's get that 3-point stand, Nick, because you're all eagled up, brother.
I'm all eagled up. I got the 97.3 underneath. It's getting a little toasty in here. It is a locker room. A lot of hot air going around.
Hot air going on.
You know, I got to
way,
take this off in a second.
You can catch us on the X platform.
The X
We're
platform.
broadcasting live there. You can see Nick's attire.
Fly Eagle
All
Fly.
Fly Eagle Fly. Also, we're on my YouTube.
Correct.
StreamYard.
On YouTube. On YouTube. Correct.
But you got to go to my website for that.
Yep. Go to website, or you can just go on YouTube, search up The Locker Room.
TheLockerRoomBillySchwein.com.
Yep, there you go.
All right. The first hour of The Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. We met Kevin, I think it was, or Kevin.
We had another representative
from Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Ask for Norma, whether commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you today. Give them a call right now, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll talk Eagles football. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2024 season tomorrow, hosting the Carolina Panthers.
Looking, he is firing, and it is caught for a touchdown! A.J. Brown!
Pre-game coverage starts at noon with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good?
Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ask about Wi-Fi backup for your business, or get started with reliable internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, for a limited time, find out how to get an $800 holiday bonus prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 12/15/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 150 megabit per second internet. EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nicky Earnshaw on a Saturday morning, getting you ready for Eagles football. Hey, how about a good college game last night? Army wins the AAC. They crushed Tulane.
How about that?
By the way, full disclosure, I brag when I do well in my betting, and I won 8 and 9 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm on a 3-game losing streak.
You're cold now. You're cooling off.
So I ebb and flow, but my sister, I took Army.
Wait, back up. You ebb and flow?
Yeah.
Let's be real
I'm
here.
not consistent.
No, you're not.
Well, hey, ebb and flow, right?
I don't know about ebb and
Roller
flow.
coaster?
I think you ebb more than you flow.
That's pretty good, Nick. So last week I took Army against Notre Dame because I bought it. Remember we had the podcaster on, Dan Head, and I was buying into the hype.
You're all in.
I was all in. My brother-in-law, my nephew graduated from West Point. I was buying into the hype.
You were.
Only to get let down. But I took Army, I took the points and everything, still lost. So my sister said, stay away from Army. Don't ever bet him because I'm a jinx.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to put I don't bet a lot because I don't have a lot of money. But I bet a small amount on, I took Tulane last night. I teased the point spread with the over and under. So I got.
You love your teasers.
I do pretty well.
Let's say abs. Not too many flows.
So I got Tulane +2, and I took the over at 39.
Okay,
so the over is covered, but but I said
no money lines for you.
I did it for my family.
Yes,
because I'm a jinx.
Yeah,
and whatever I take, it's guaranteed to lose. So
you're mush.
So I remember the Phillies. I did that. I bet I took the Phillies often. Or the other teams because I wanted the Phillies to win. Yeah,
man. Yeah, no money lines for you. You got to stay away from the money line. Did you hear what's going on with the Eagles this weekend?
No.
Someone put, I believe, what was it, $3.1 million on the Eagles money line?
Super Bowl?
No, to beat the Panthers this week.
What?
Yeah. Wow. Let me double check that. I want to double check the price.
Nicky, I guess was it part of your Knicks Nuggets, that question? Because I like to expand on
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was this week. We did a nugget on this.
Right. And we want to turn that into a text board question. And you can text us at 609-403-0973. The text question is, what impresses you more, the offense or defensive line?
Yeah, who's been more impressive?
Who's been more impressive this year?
Yeah.
And I'd have to say, when going into the season, you knew that even though they lost Jason Kelce, you knew this was one of the better offensive lines in the league.
Yes,
but not the best. They've gone over and above. I mean, they're pancaking people. They're blowing people off the line of scrimmage. I wrote my article on 97.3ESPN.com as I do every Friday, talking about the offense is blowing people off. And say they're creating holes for Saquon Barkley, who's taking advantage of the offensive line, and he's doing his thing. It's like a well-oiled machine, this offense.
Right.
But the defensive line had such a bad start, and for as far as they have come, I don't know. That's a good question, Nick.
You don't have an answer yet.
I don't have an answer yet.
So
I wait to see what the peeps say.
Text in 609-403-0973. Who's been more impressive, the Eagles' offensive line or the Eagles' defensive line? Front seven you can include in there as well. I'll throw in Zach Bond and a couple of linebackers as well. I will say the defensive line because the offensive line, yes, you lost Jason Kelce, but you were replacing him with a pretty good center in Cam Jurgens.
Agreed.
I thought he was the hand-picked center. He's been a good guard. And then
Landon Dickerson
was great.
Makai Becton.
Well, you didn't know what you were going to get out of him.
You didn't know what you were going to get out of him.
You didn't know what you were going to get out of him. Becton's been a massive surprise, but you already know what you had in Mailata. You already knew what you had in Lane Johnson. You knew this offensive line was going to be pretty good.
Right.
I mean, let's be real. You already knew this offensive line was going to be pretty good heading into the season. The defensive line is what has shocked me. Jalen Carter's taken a step. Jordan Davis has taken a step. Josh Sweat's
shocked
been better.
You because of how bad poorly they played last year.
Because there was such
you didn't get anything out of them last year.
There was such an unknown with them heading into the season.
That's not 100% fair.
How?
Jalen Carter had moments last year.
He did moments.
But at the end of the year, he died. They all faded away.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Like you didn't know what you were going to get. How much of a step were they going to take? And they've taken that step. They've been much better since the beginning of the season. Better than last year. Brandon Graham was huge until he got hurt. Josh Sweat's been much better. So I would say the defensive line has shocked me. They've played absolutely so much better than I expected.
Speaking of so much better, Nick, ready for this? The Eagles, here it is. The Eagles, since week 6, the Eagles rank first in the NFL in total defense. They give up 241.3 yards. Pass defense, 148.5. Defensive points allowed per game, 13.4. All right. Defensive sacks, 30. Since
Unreal.
week 6.
Unreal.
And then the final stat, 3-and-out percentage is the highest in the league, 44%. This is since week 6. They've been a shutdown defense. Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Blankenship, who's out. He's ruled out for tomorrow.
Yeah, he is out
for tomorrow's game.
Yep.
But their backups have been playing well.
Yeah, the backups have been fantastic.
They got depth, Nick.
And then also I want to throw Zach Bond in there. I want to throw Nakobe Dean in there. That's why I said I'll throw the front 7 in as a whole. They have been Zach Bond's been unreal. Guy's been all over the field. Nakobe Dean has taken that step too.
So you're more impressed with the defense?
Yeah, I'm just more impressed with the front 7, the defensive line, than the offensive line. The offensive line's been amazing.
Let's ask that question at 609-403-0973.
Text it in. Who has been more impressive, the Eagles O-line or the Eagles D-line / front 7?
609-403-0973. Now I got a text message from our good listener Jeff. He was a referee in that Catholic League for 32 years, and he said St. Rose lost Christ the King lost to St. Rose last night, the 8th grade team.
Wait, so the league you're going to be coaching in?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He repped in that league.
Get out of here.
Yeah, how about that?
Don't give him any good calls, Jeff. I want to see him lose his mind on the sideline. If you're still repping in that league, it'd be hilarious.
Great, man. At 4th grade level, it's all about fundamentals.
All about
It's
fun.
about learning the game and having fun.
Yep. And I'm excited for you. I might come out to a game. I might have to.
You better.
Because it's right around where I work during the week. So I might have to pop out.
I am totally impressed with the Eagles. The only thing I'm worried about, and I don't know about you, Nick, any chance there's a letdown tomorrow? Because you're playing against the Carolina Panthers team that's 3-9, and they've had problems. They benched their Bryce Young, their starting quarterback, who's now back in. Their defense is like one of the worst in the league in the NFL. Is this a letdown?
Well, listen, they played.
They got Pittsburgh next.
Listen, they went to OT with the Buccaneers. They really played a close game against the Kansas City Chiefs. So they've played some good teams. They've played them close, but both those games were at home for the Panthers.
Right.
And now they're on the road.
And in Philadelphia.
And the Eagles' defense
By the way,
is much better than the Bucs and the Chiefs.
They got
the Chiefs are a good defense.
Home field advantage.
Yeah.
But how about that? The Eagles have 4 of their last 5 games at home.
Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's so good. Remember in the beginning of the season, we were talking about that, how they didn't have any home games. Well, at the end of the season, it's going to help you out a little bit when you have a couple of home games to end the year on. So I don't see it being a letdown. I really think the Eagles dominate this game. I really do. I don't think it's close. I think the defense really locks down.
There you go with your youthful exuberance.
Picked them to lose this year.
You picked the Eagles, the Phillies to win the World Series. You picked these.
We're talking about the Panthers.
Chill out, man. Wait till the show's over. Let's see what the people think. It's 609-403-0973. What impresses you more, the offensive line or the defensive line? 609-403-0973. But you know what really impresses me?
What?
Listening to Sal Powell with Mike Gill on the Sports Bash.
Yeah.
Because he said something today, or the replay.
Yeah.
He said it yesterday.
Yep.
Quinyon Mitchell leads the league. He hasn't had one touchdown pass thrown against him all year. The kid went to Toledo. He's dominating as a rookie.
And, Sal Pal brought up this point too, Billy, regarding Quinyon Mitchell. He said it'd probably be a bigger story for the Eagles about Quinyon, how good he's been. I mean, he's Revis Island type good. Like, he's Darrelle Revis level of good.
They don't even throw at him.
No. But here's the thing. Sal Pal likened it to saying, if Saquon wasn't a Philadelphia Eagle and having this great season, we'd be talking about Quinyon Mitchell head over heels.
How about if Cooper DeJean wasn't on the team? Because he's sharing the spotlight with him.
Yeah, it's both of them.
And the linebacker. I mean, the whole defense is unbelievable.
We're being positive today, Billy. We don't need a Negadelphia today.
You know what? You just take it easy, man.
I'm not taking it easy. They're playing the Panthers. They should blow them out.
How about Mike Gill invited you and I to go to the Super Bowl Radio Row with him?
It's going to be fun.
We're going to have a blast. Like, I don't want to jinx this, but like, this is setting up to be an epic thing for us. Could you imagine if the Birds make it to the Super Bowl?
Oh, stop.
We might not leave.
I might lose it today with how excited I am.
My niece lives 2 hours away from the
remember, one game at a time. One
That's
game
what
at
I
a
got
time.
to tell you. You think the Sixers?
Hey, they're winning. They're 3 or 4 right now. I do want to read a text we did get in. Dan from EHT. Very, very good listener of the show. Offensive line without question. The stat I heard on ESPN that Barkley before contact has rushed for 1,100 yards and 1,300 overall is staggering. The line is opening up holes on another level.
Can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. I mean,
there's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer here.
There's no
wrong answer. These, and we're going to talk to Ken Dunek because Ken Dunek, he walked the walk.
He did.
He was in the NFL. He did it. He was in the Super Bowl, too, against the Oakland Raiders.
Yep.
1980.
Love it.
I think he was hurt that game, though. We'll ask him. But we had a great time at the Jerseyman.
Fantastic.
Philly Man Magazine, the Christmas party. We will talk with former Eagles tight end Ken Dunek on the other side.
Yes.
We'll get his take. By the way, he does a podcast, Bird Brains, with Mark Eccles.
Yeah.
Sensational.
It's awesome.
It's a short, quick hit. It's like 20 minutes, half an hour.
That's all you need.
Right? And they get all the information in. I listened to that podcast. And stay tuned for Ken Dunek. By the way, did you see his jacket that he was wearing?
He had a full Eagles jacket. I mean, it was a blazer, an Eagles blazer that he had on. It was awesome.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about Las Scala's. Guess what? Mike Gill and his girl Heidi were at Las Scala's last night.
What?
He took a picture of our set. Still left up.
He was probably like, whoa, I
My
forgot
table
this
skirt was a little off. I said, Mike, can you adjust that?
Yeah, can you fix that? Do some work while you're there, would you?
I said, get that meatball trio. I said, you know what I said? Nikki loves the pizza.
Yeah. Margarita pizza is the best at Las Scala's.
All right. Las Scala's Beach House in Brigantine opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at Las Scala's. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LasScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. We'll be down at Las Scala's tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. And, of course, we watch the game there. The people, the patrons have been coming in. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm superstitious. I think the reason why we're winning because we're at Las Scala's.
And it's at Las Scala's tomorrow, so my prediction's probably going to hold up.
Come on down. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Ken Dunek. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Tonight on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, we bring you the 2024 Big Ten Championship game, featuring the #1 ranked Oregon Ducks and the 3rd ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as one of the nation's top football conferences crowns its champion. It's Dylan Gabriel and #1 Oregon taking on Drew Aller and the #3 Penn State Nittany Lions.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 8 p.m.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunek, and I'm the current publisher of Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to the Fanatic Sportsbook. Go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and Nicky Earnshaw talking Eagles football. And right now, our first guest today, he's a former Eagles tight end, publisher of the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine, podcaster with Mark Eckel. They do a podcast called Bird Brains. He does it all. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, former Eagles tight end Ken Dunek. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Billy. How's it going?
All right, we're getting fired up because Ken, we're looking at the stats. Obviously, you're watching the team progress, and we're looking at the stats. The team is dominating on both sides of the ball.
I mean, they're deep. We had some key players go out of the game last week, and it didn't really matter. We've got capable backups at every position. Offensively, we've got a great offensive line. We've got great skill position players. I think, Hurts has got to continue to make better decisions. Defensively, we're really athletic now with those two kids in the backfield, those two rookies, and Zach Vaughn and Nakobe Dean playing so well at linebacker. And, of course, Jalen Carter is so disruptive. So we're loaded on both sides of the ball, man. I mean, and we're going to miss a few players tomorrow, and it really shouldn't matter. We should be okay.
Of course, you can listen to Ken Dunek and Mark Eckel with their podcast, Bird Brains. It's a great name for the podcast. You guys break it down. When do you drop your podcast, Ken?
Usually we record it Monday morning,
okay,
and then it'll drop sometime on Monday afternoon. And we post it. It's on Apple iTunes and Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And you can also, I post it on my personal LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook pages.
Of course, you can follow Ken on X platform at K Dunek. Ken, this team, it seems like it takes a little while to get started. They trailed in the last couple games, but they seem like a second half team. What's that say to the coaching staff and the preparation for a team? They get off the slow starts, but they seem in the second half they really put it together.
Yeah, I'm a little mystified by the slow starts, with the exception of one game. I think that's happened almost every time, and doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But maybe, sometimes teams just need to get into a rhythm, and maybe the Eagles are one of those teams that, they get a feel for it. They're a running team now, first and foremost, so you got to pop the pads a couple times to kind of get into the flow of the game, and I think that that might be a part of the issue. But whatever, if we're starting slow, we're finishing strong. That's the most important thing.
Hey, Ken, it's Nick. Our text board question today has to do with the offensive line and the defensive line. Out of the two, I mean, we kind of knew what the offensive line was going to be. There was a couple of question marks, but the defensive line has really kind of shocked me, and I think shocked a lot of people. Which side of the ball have you been more impressed by in the trenches, O-line or D-line this season?
Well, it's a great question, and I kind of agree with you. I do think going in, we thought the offensive line was going to be really good. I thought Jalen Carter played better the second half of last season, even though the linebackers and defensive backs had some trouble tackling. I didn't think he was that much of a problem. I think Jordan Davis is playing better this year as a run stopper. Nolan Smith, I think, filled in for BG really well last week, put some pressure on the quarterback. So I would say that I expected the O-line to be good, but the defensive line has been a little bit of an unexpected surprise, which is good for everybody, really.
We're talking with former Eagles tight end. He's the publisher of the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine. Of course, he has his podcast, Bird Brains. Ken Dunek is with us. Ken, your team in 1980 that went to the Super Bowl, you guys had some grizzled veterans. This team is young. There's no comparison. Is there? You see any of this 2024 edition to the way you guys played back in 1980 under Dick Vermeil?
Well, back then, you really didn't. The word I'm trying to think of here is you had to earn your way onto a roster and playing time. Now they have so much money invested in these rookies that they feel the need to play them right away. So the teams are going to get younger. But it just wasn't that way back then. As a matter of fact, back then it was very, very rare to see a rookie quarterback in any playing time at all. And now guys like Caleb Williams and the kid out in Denver, Bo Nix, they're playing them. They're playing them right away, and it's because they have so much invested in them that they want to get a return, and it excites the fans. They're in the entertainment business, so they want to sell jerseys. They want people to get excited and come to the game. So I think that's a major difference from back when I played.
And speaking of rookies, I think did you have Roynell Young? Is he one of your defensive backs? He was a rookie.
Roynell Young and he was the first round draft choice my rookie year. Yeah.
So we got. I mean, look at our rookies in the secondary. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell. Do you realize? I heard this on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill, Sal Palantonio. He had him on. Like he has him on every week, every Friday. Sal Pal. Quinyon Mitchell hasn't given up a TD pass all year.
He's unbelievable. I mean, he's playing at an all-pro level. I'll be really surprised if he's not an all-pro. Cooper DeJean gives him an athletic guy back there as well. And because of that, Fangio could be more aggressive with his calls. He plays more man. He can blitz more because he's got guys in the back that can cover better now. And not only can they cover, they're good tacklers, which is something we were lacking last year. So those two kids have made a world of difference.
Ken, we talk about a lot about the rookies. I mean, they've been the talk of the town for most of the season, but Zach Bond has been absolutely fantastic on a one-year prove-it deal coming from the Saints. What have you noticed the Eagles? What have they done with Zach Bond to have him go out there and do what he's been able to do this season?
I don't know if it's scheme other than just he's really athletic, and they're giving him room to roam there. And he's making plays. He makes the tackle for a loss, and he can also cover, and he makes plays down the field too. So I had never heard of him. He was, kind of one of those guys the Eagles pick up. You really don't know much about. I know he was a special teamer in New Orleans, but his influence on the defense, along with those two kids, I think is really dramatic, and that's they fit right into the Fangio scheme.
Speaking of Vic Fangio, I mean, I met Vic at your Jerseyman event at the Chickies and Pete's. I think it was back in late August. It was in August, I believe it was. Fangio was like unassuming. He talked to everybody. He blended in like he said he hangs out at the Fladium. I mean, Vic Fangio is like, I guess he is. He's like just a mild mannered guy, but he's really good at what he does. Maybe he's the X factor.
Well, he's obviously a seasoned football coach, and he's very smart. He knows what he's doing. But I knew Vic Fangio when he was an unpaid assistant with the Stars in 1984. Literally, he was working for coffee and donuts. I mean, the Stars weren't paying any, certainly the newcomers anything. And Vic has paid his dues, and then he became assistant linebackers coach in '85 under Vic Tobin. And then, unfortunately, the USFL ended, so he went on with New Orleans with Jim Mora. But Vic is he's a seasoned football coach. He knows what he's doing, and he's got the Eagles playing well on that side of the ball.
Do you get a chance to speak with Vic during this season so far this year?
I don't bother him during the season. I mean, I might send him a rare text every once in a while, but those guys are so laser focused on what they're doing. I don't want to be a distraction.
Ken, I want to switch gears and move back to the offensive side of the ball. I mean, Saquon's been absolutely ridiculous this year. Do you think he's going to get to Eric Dickerson's record?
I think he's got a chance. I think that the way he can explode with the Eagles' offensive line, and I think the Eagles' emphasis now is going to be on running the football with him on every game. So he's going to have a shot at doing it. It would not surprise me at all if he did it.
He's averaging, what is he averaging? 124 yards per game. I mean, the guy's just on fire. 124.9. I mean, if he continues this, he's on pace to break the record.
Yeah, like I said, he's that combined with the offensive line and the fact the Eagles want to run the football, I think he's going to have a great opportunity there.
Hey, Ken, we really had a blast at the Jerseyman and Phillyman Christmas event. But we really enjoyed your wardrobe, your jacket.
Yeah, I wore my Eagles sports. I usually wear that at the holiday party because if I try to wear it too often, my wife gets mad at me. She thinks I'm showing off.
I was going to say, was Terry like, don't wear that?
Yeah. But, my business partner, Don Eichmann, he always wears something really outrageous.
Yeah.
So he kind of makes the Eagles jacket look tame in comparison.
Well, his suit was like snowflakes or something, right?
Yeah, blue snowflake suit on. Pull that one off sometime.
Of course, you had Harold Carmichael. Brian Propp was there. It was a great time. And 15 years you guys been going strong with the Jerseyman and Phillyman. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the first issue was December of 2009, and we've been able to figure it out and make a successful business out of it. Merrill Reese was the first one on our cover in December of 2009. And by the way, I'm going to have Merrill Reese on my podcast this week with Mark Eckel. So any Merrill Reese fans want to tune in, check out the Bird Brains with Ken and Mark Monday afternoon, and you can listen to Merrill talk about the Eagles as well.
Well, Ken Dunek, we really appreciate you taking some time on Saturday morning to share some of your experiences and your thoughts with us. Check out the podcast, Bird Brains with Mark Eckel and Ken Dunek. And, of course, you can follow him on X at K Dunek. Ken, thank you so much. Let's go Birds.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
There he is, Ken Dunek on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Ken's a great guy.
He is.
He is
very knowledgeable.
Let me tell you, when I first met Ken, he really helped me. We did a segment called "Where Are They Now?"
Yeah,
and we had guys from that '80 team and even beyond. Like, it was great. We talked to some Carl Hairston and I can't remember him.
A lot of the older players.
Just a lot of the older players. We did it every week, so we had like 13 weeks of it, I think we did.
Yeah.
And we had a different guy every time. It was great.
Yeah, it was great. The event we went to this past Thursday was fantastic at the holiday party. And we asked him, like, Ken, come on Saturday. Come on the show again. It was glad to have him.
But Nick, it's like if you go to if you become a member of the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine and you go to these events, you network.
Yeah.
There's so many people there that you meet.
From all types of businesses, too. From all types of different occupations and all that type of stuff. So it was great. We talked to a lot of people, got to meet a lot of people as well. It's always a fun event.
609-403-0973. What's the question there, Nicky Earnshaw?
All right, 609-403-0973. Who has been more impressive, the Eagles offensive line or the Eagles defensive line? And I do have one text in from Tom in Margate. He said, hey, Schreiner, there's no question the defense.
Can't
and
argue
Vic
with that.
Fangio are the biggest surprise this year for the Eagles.
By the way, I was the first guy to have
First guy.
to have
Now, here's a guy.
I was the first guy to have Vic Fangio on the show on the radio.
You got the first interview.
I got his first interview.
Exclusive. We played it back in, August?
Yes.
Yeah, July, August, whatever it was.
So you know what I did? I walked up to him and I said, Ken, can I go up and talk? Yeah. Like when I said he's on a regular guy.
He's a dude. He's a
guy's
guy.
guy. I walked up to him and said, hey, Coach, introduced myself. And I said, hey, could I ask you, can I do an interview with you real quick? We went in the back room. I asked him I had it for 8 minutes?
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I remember we played it. It was a great interview. We got a lot of knowledge out of Vic. And, he's from the area.
Yes.
So for him to come back.
Says he hangs at the Fladium.
Yeah, and, he's able to come back and be a coach for the Eagles. I'm sure he gets a thrill out of it every single week.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Who has surprised you more, the offense or defensive line?
609-403-0973.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunek. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, I also want to tell you about a Brian Props event at Chubby's. Chubby's 5th annual Cheer for Children charity event. Private cigar dinner. It's December 15th, Sunday, December 15th, Monday, December 16th at 6 p.m. Proceeds support the Holiday Family Gift Giving Fund. Go to Gaffa's Cigar. And also, Brian was signing his book. He's got his new book, Angel on My Wing. For more information, go to chubbyssteakhouse.com. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweiman, Nicky Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedor bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
Oh, the road goes Beachcomb. In on Bennington, back in. He scores! He does it again.
It's Flyers Bruins later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
How would you like to win 2 tickets to the Eagles-Cowboys game on December 29th? PicksForGood.org is sending 2 fans, VIP, club level, Eagles-Cowboys, December 29th. Access to VIP tailgate, food and beverage included. PicksForGood.org for your chance to go see Eagles-Cowboys, December 29th, down at the link.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through December 22nd, get Thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more. And keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen. And see Wicked in theaters now. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan and auto-pay stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Actual internet speeds vary and not guaranteed.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Go for holiday bliss. Whether naughty or nice, you are not going to want to miss this. Go for nights that shine with friends at Toast Sofa. Santa's place. Go to see that smiling face. Go to give the gift of cheer with the card that brings dreams near. With endless fun and things to do, it is the gift that keeps on giving too. Go for the dazzling lights. It's quite a sight. Go to Ocean Casino Resort for holiday magic of every sort.
You're listening to The Locker Room. Free ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwan, Nick Earnshaw. By the way, I love my Teos.
Oh.
Get up to Toms River Volkswagen. Ask for John. Ask for Huey. Get yourself into a Tiguan.
Yeah.
Or a Teos.
Your
Whatever.
Teos.
Either one.
You know, ever since you started driving the Teos, I see more Teos everywhere
That's
now.
because the car's a great car. I'm not kidding you.
I know you love it.
I love
was
it.
expecting to see you catch up to me on the expressway today in your Teos, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
Nah,
I didn't. I was a little.
I had it on what do you call it? Cruise control.
Okay.
I put it on 80.
Good. There you go. You're
But you know what? It's not like if you get too close to a car, and I'm not. It's not like 200 yards. It'll slow down.
Yeah, because I was running like 5-6 minutes behind today. I had to get gas and all that. And you called me while I was in the middle of getting gas today before the show.
All right, we'll be at Las Scales tomorrow. Nick, you coming down now? You're going to take a day off.
I might take a day off.
Yeah, you got to take. Well, that's because you've been burning the candle at both ends.
Yes. Yeah, I work about.
We're going to be
6-7
at Las
days,
Scales tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. Come on down, be a part of it, and then watch the game with us. We got to cheer the Birds on to their 9th victory in a row.
Yeah,
9 in a row.
I think they get it.
Does that erase all the demons from last year's 10-game losing streak?
I hope so, because this is kind of when they started falling apart a little bit.
I think
a little before this, but
a little before this.
Yeah.
So they got 5. They got 5 games left.
I think they'll be okay.
I think they run the table.
I think they'll be fine.
The only team that I'm
Do they
worried
get the
about
one
really
seed?
is Pittsburgh.
Do they get the 1 seed?
Yeah, I don't. Detroit's got Minnesota. They got Green
Buffalo.
Bay. They got Buffalo.
They got a tougher schedule than the Eagles. It's
They
going to come down to the
lost
wire.
Asa Hutchinson. How are they playing so well?
It's going to come down to the wire. Aiden Hutchinson.
What did I say?
Asa. I have a text in, by the way, trying to correct us. And I believe it's from a Schwein. So the text came in. Check your statistics. Cody Schwein just showed me Cooper Kupp beating Quinyon Mitchell for a TD earlier this season against the Rams.
He didn't get.
Now, it depends. It depends how you look at it.
So that's from Cody, not my brother.
Yeah. So listen. I want to. There's an argument.
Set him
There's
straight.
an argument on this. Okay. According to Anthony DeBona of the Pro Football Network, he tweeted out, here's a list of cornerbacks that have played 450 coverage snaps and haven't allowed a TD in 2024. That is Quinyon Mitchell. PFF also said Quinyon Mitchell, that was not his
Is that
responsibility.
Gen Stats?
No. That's from Pro Football Network.
Pro Football Network.
But I want to clarify. Next Gen Stats gave it to Mitchell that gave up the touchdown. PFF said Quinyon.
Oh, so there
did
is
not. So there's a discrepancy.
Well, listen, Sal Powell wouldn't report it if it wasn't true.
So there could be a discrepancy. I see where you're coming from because it's close.
But guess what?
Sidney Brown
over 450 plus attempts.
Sidney Brown on that play against the Rams and Cooper Kupp He was that was supposed to be his guy too. So
did you see that one
depends
play?
how you look at it.
Did you see that one play where Quinyon Mitchell covered that the Ravens receiver from one side of the field to the other?
Yeah.
Was right with him, almost intercepted the ball. By the way, he doesn't have any.
What do we got to worry about? Hold up. Why do we got to worry? It's one.
Even if he did let up one, he still leaves the leg.
I mean, it's ridiculous. The guy is.
You can tell he's a schwein. You can tell he's a schwein.
Yeah, he's got Negadelphia in him. He's got Negadelphia in him.
How about Cooper DeJean leveling Derrick Henry?
Oh my God.
Was that great?
Oh,
that looked a lot worse than it was. I mean, that was just a great technical. It was a great tackle.
It's a great tackle. Well, that's the problem. No one can tackle anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a tackling problem in the NFL. Cooper DeJean knows how to tackle.
So let's look at the inactives for Sunday's game.
Yeah, got a couple of notable ones.
Reed Blankenship.
He's out.
Sidney Brown.
Yep.
Dallas Goedert.
Goddard's out. Yep.
So I got to change. He's my fantasy guy too.
Oh, you got him as your tight end, huh?
Goddard,
as Mr. Negadelphian wants to say.
Dave Clemick loves that.
Oh, he rips him for that.
Clement M. Where's Clement M today? He'll be with us tomorrow at Lascala's.
Well, he's probably listening right now. I bet Clement M's listening.
We miss Dave in here.
We love Dave.
We were teasing. He was supposed to be with us at the Jerseyman and Phillyman event. He was busy.
Yeah, busy. Quote unquote busy. Quote unquote busy.
Brian Prop was giving us a book at the Jersey.
Yeah,
he gave you an autograph. He gave you that. He gave you that on the cuff.
Yeah,
That's
Nicky
nice.
Nuggets.
That's because you're a good man, Nick.
Yeah, Nicky Nuggets. He signed. It was a great time. It was a great time. The Jerseyman Phillyman magazine.
How about Harold Carmichael?
He's a tall guy.
I walked him. You know,
he's a tall guy.
I've had Harold on my show three over the years. I've
Yep.
had him on 3 times.
Yep.
So I walked up and I introduced it. Hey, Harold, it's Billy Schwein from 97.3. He goes, hey, how you? Real soft, mild manner, soft spoken.
Yeah.
Hi, Billy. And I said, we said a couple pleasantries, and then I said, I got to get you on the show again. He goes, nah,
You'll get him.
I said, Harold, you're in the Hall of Fame. You're in demand.
Listen, he's a humble guy. What can we say? He's a humble guy. Humbled Harold.
Nick, is hour 1 over?
That was fast.
It's all over.
That was fast. Let me tell you.
Gosh,
that
almighty.
was fast.
609-403-0973 is the text board. What group impresses you the most, the offensive line or the defensive line?
Let us know.
609-403-0973. On the other side, we're going to talk a little Sixers. We'll leave 15 minutes for solid Sixer talk so I can break your stones.
Replacing it with the Negadelphia.
We'll talk a little Flyers hockey, eh? And then, of course, Fran Mclaughlin will be in studio with us to give us our high school athletes player of the week, players in Spotlight, brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Look ahead to all that stuff. We're going to get into it on the other side. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Nicky Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small. Can't wake up without it. Brought to you by the Galloway Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Healthier starts here with Get Covered New Jersey. Open enrollment is happening now. If you need health insurance, get quality, affordable coverage with plan options that fit your life and your budget. 9 in 10 get financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. All plans provide free preventive care, coverage for prescriptions, emergency services, and more. Enroll by December 31st for January 1st.
Shop Dell Technologies Cyber Monday event for their lowest prices of the year. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Cyber Monday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks with an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at NissanUSA.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
Hey, if you have ugly,
yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflesh.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe, and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflesh.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflesh.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free, so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflesh.com.
Visit Boot Barn this week to save on top quality holiday gifts. We're offering holiday specials right now where you can get $50 off select men's exotic boots, 25% off select outerwear, Western shirts, flannels, and jeans. We're also offering savings on select workwear and children's Western wear. Visit us this week and save on top quality holiday gifts. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
Hi, this is Michael Charlton, President and CEO of Atlantic Care. For over 125 years, you've trusted us with your care and well-being. This season, let's cherish what truly matters: our health, loved ones, friends, and neighbors. From my family to yours, happy holidays.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
Let's go!
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
So delightful. All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw. Get you into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, holiday season. Love it.
We got a text board question going, 609-403-0973. What's the question, Nick?
All right, the question is, who has been more impressive to you this year, the Eagles' offensive line or the defensive line? Text in 609-403-0973.
I love this song.
I know.
It's freezing cold outside. I had a nice fire going in the fireplace. I posted that.
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
How was
I
it?
was sitting there. I had myself a little
Join the
whiskey. Sixers and Army. Back and forth. By the way, those cadets, man, what I think they're 11-1.
Yeah, they've been unbelievable all year.
Except for they got smoked by Notre Dame.
Yeah, well.
Now, will they get a shot? Could they get into the playoff?
I don't think they'll get.
No, they're not going to get the playoffs. So it's 12 team. It's a 12-team playoff.
12-team playoff now.
And so
we got some great games today.
Today, I was going to say we got some great games today. Penn State, Oregon. Who do you like in that game?
Isn't that weird? Oregon playing for the Big Ten
doesn't seem right, does it?
It's just so weird.
Doesn't seem right, does it, Nick?
No, it doesn't. And
you know, about Clemson and SMU for the ACC. That SMU, that's down in Texas.
Arizona State, Grimesy's alma mater versus Iowa State for the Big 12.
And Scott Grayson.
Yeah, SEC championship, Texas and Georgia. And that Texas, it feels weird having Texas in the SEC too, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's weird.
SMU and Clemson, ACC, the Mountain West, Boise State and UNLV.
That
was last night. They played last night. Boise State won.
Yeah, they won that.
Yeah,
okay.
So a lot of good college football this weekend.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. The question is, Nick.
All right, the question is, who has been more impressive for the Eagles this year, the offensive line or the defensive line?
All right. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Get us your answer. And now the Sixers won last night, 102-94. I was going back, and I got to be honest with you, I spent more time watching the Army game because,
of course you did.
When it got in the fourth quarter, the Magic caught up. It was like a 1-point game, 2-point game, and I think your boy McCain,
Jared McCain.
He had a nice rebound there, and then they never looked back. But it was close, Nick.
Listen, but then they ended up winning, right? They ended up winning. Paul George had a nice night last night. KJ Martin, he had a big night, 20 points.
Now listen, the key for the Sixers to win without Embiid is playing defense, because the Sixers defeated the Magic 102-94, marking the team's fourth win in its last 7 outings. On the Friday, so what they did was they kept Orlando to 94 points, marking the fourth time this season that the Sixers have held the opposition to 100 points.
That's not
good.
They're
3-1. So the key is play better defense when you don't have Embiid, when you don't have your full contingent of players.
They do have to do a lot of things better.
Max is not a great defender, is he?
No, he's not.
Paul George is not a great defender.
Oh, well, Paul George is a
right.
decent defender. Yeah. You want him out on the wing. Listen, it was a good win last night. They won 3 of 4. KJ Martin had a really big night. He's been talked about as your trade chip at the trade deadline heading into this season. So you might move that contract. That's a desirable contract for other teams to want to inquire about. So it's good that he's playing well, because he's probably going to get moved at some point this season. But listen, Billy, I mean, you look at the standings right now, and I'm just putting it out there.
Nick.
They are, listen, they're right there.
Do you feel silly?
No.
They're 6 and 15.
They're right
They're
there.
3 and 8 at home.
They're right there, Billy.
We got them right where we want them,
We
Nick.
got them right where I want them. Listen, Chicago's 10 and 14. The Sixers are 6 and 15. They're right within striking distance.
I hate to tell you this, and I like Embiid, but to sign him to a max extension, knowing that he has injury problems, I think that's a little suspect.
Well, they thought they could handle it. The Sixers thought they could handle it.
He's got a history of being hurt.
I'm not disagreeing with you. If they thought they could fix this,
and some people want to put Daryl Morey in the Hall of Fame.
Is that a shot? Is that a subliminal to me?
Because you're saying you're like you defended it, but you don't think I don't know how you can defend that.
Well, do you know how easy it is to get into the Basketball Hall of Fame? They put anyone in, Billy.
Well, all right. Well, that's not the criteria.
I'm just saying he would probably
get.
Well, based on what he's done, he probably could get in if he gets a championship.
He's never got a team into the championship game.
I'm saying if he gets one in, I mean, he probably will get in.
He's not going to get the Sixers.
Do you know how easy it is to get into the Hall of Fame? It's not hard to get into the Basketball Hall of Fame because it's the pro basketball.
I'm in the Collingswood Hall of Fame.
Wow. Must be pretty easy to get in there too. My goodness.
Hey, man, I got my picture right here.
Listen, it's been a rough start to the season. They're starting to catch a little bit of fire, but the problem is
your boy Jared McCain only had 7 points last night.
He's a rookie. He's the leader for the rookie of the year. He was rookie of the month.
But when he was going nuts, you were like Jared McCain. And now
he can't have one bad game. Can't have shine. Give the shine to someone else like KJ Martin last night.
Okay.
Listen, he won the rookie of the month. What else do you want from the guy? He's not. He's the one carrying the team.
You know what I would do, Nick? I would just say to everybody out there, I'm shutting Embiid down for a month. Don't even try. This game in, game out stuff is like, just shut him down.
Well, he has been shut down. He hasn't even been doing the game in, game out.
He's been practicing. He's been running and stuff. I would just let it heal. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do for you. You know what I'm going to do for you next Saturday?
What are we going to do?
By the way, the locker room youth move is going to be filling in for me next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Danny and
you, Danny, maybe we'll get Leedsy in here.
If Leedsy can get in
the
here.
intern.
Yeah,
that'll be a complete youth move.
Yeah, we're kicking
because my daughter's got a cheer competition.
I know. It's not going to be a get off your lawn show.
No, you know what I'm going to do?
It's going to be an airdrop show.
You know what I'm going to do for you?
Airdrop.
By the way, you were telling. Who were you telling? Jen Sherlock.
I think so.
About the.
Was it Jen?
Was it Jen or Liz? No, it was Jen.
I think
you were telling her about the. We who else did we meet? Drew Bledsoe's cousin.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to run into at these events.
For Jerseyman.
But yeah, it was great. But we were telling the airdrop story when that first started, it was you, Clement M, and I. And during the break,
because it popped up.
Yeah,
when I was going to text you and it just popped up.
Yeah, you accidentally airdropped a phone number to me, whoever the guest was. And you're like, what the heck is an airdrop? And me and Clemic lost it. That's the origin story of why we mess with you about the airdrop.
All right, so you know what I'm going to do for you?
What's up?
I'm going to get the head of orthopedics, the head of sports medicine, orthopedic surgeon at Virtua,
To
Sean
talk about
McMillan.
Embiid's injury.
Talk about the knee.
All
right.
That's fair.
By the way, my brother Bobby just had hip replacement surgery.
Oh, I hope he's doing well.
He was out walking on the boardwalk yesterday.
What?
Yes. 1 day removed
Is
from
he
the surgery.
supposed to?
Yeah, I guess you can walk. I don't know. He's off his pain meds and everything.
All right. Well, Bobby, hope you're doing well. Don't take it easy, would you, Bob?
I gotta get my knee fixed. Yeah. I gotta lose some weight. All right.
He's getting hip surgery. You're gonna get knee surgery.
Is that the extent of our Sixers talk? Because
I think we got another minute. I would have go.
We got one more minute because we got Fran waiting outside.
One more minute of the Negadelphians' time to talk about the Sixers.
Who's the Sixers' next opponent?
Coming up, they have the Chicago Bulls tomorrow, 1:00. I wouldn't watch that. I'm watching the Eagles.
What do you think? How many people are going to watch that game?
Oh my gosh!
Who's going to that rating's going to be low as heck?
Who's going to beat? Well, it's in Chicago, but it's a 1:00 game.
Chicago people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for Sunday's game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Ask for Bill. Ask for Jason, Will. They're all there. Chet, they're all down. They do a great job. Tell them we sent you. All right, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Ask for Norma. Whether commercial, residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, or financing and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you today. Give them a call right now, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker with Billy Schwein and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Tonight on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, we bring you the 2024 Big Ten Championship game, featuring the #1 ranked Oregon Ducks and the 3rd ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as one of the nation's top football conferences crowns its champion. It's Dylan Gabriel and #1 Oregon taking on Drew Aller and the #3 Penn State Nittany Lions.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 8 p.m.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Dependable, prompt, and experience is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're #1.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunek, and I'm the current publisher of Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Visit Boot Barn this week to save on top quality holiday gifts. We're offering holiday specials right now where you can get $50 off select men's exotic boots, 25% off select outerwear, Western shirts, flannels, and jeans. We're also offering savings on select workwear and Western wear. Visit us this week and save on top quality holiday gifts. Boot Barn, unwrap the West.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screams. Go to the Gallery. Go to the Fanatic Sportsbook. Go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy, free ESPN, and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw. In a few minutes, we'll be joined by Fran Mclaughlin with his athletes in a spotlight, high school athletes. He brought us in a nice pork roll. He's got the Philly.
You're still chewing.
Philly pretzel it's the Philly pretzel with the pork roll and cheese.
I'm going to dig into this next commercial.
Unbelievable.
Break. I could do it on the air like you.
Yeah, you got to do it on the air. I recommend you get down the Philly pretzel of Egg Harbor Township. It's unbelievable. All right, Nick. I'll give you a few more minutes with the Sixers.
Oh, we get a couple more.
You want to try to convince me? Are you still hanging your hat on this that this team could be the next team to win a championship?
The problem
you got to get off it.
The problem is the Super Bowl is before the NBA Finals. I don't know if I can really stick with it, right? I mean, the Eagles have been playing unbelievable, and we're going to be going down there. So I might have to leave that. I might have to flip flop.
We might not come back.
No.
See, when I went to the Super Bowl, when the Eagles had their first Super Bowl they lost to New England down in Jacksonville. I drove down with a bunch of guys in a Winnebago, which was historical.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of stories to tell about that.
I'm sure you do.
My buddy Lou, Rocky, Dominic. And on the way back, I ran into Rick Hendrickson, who my brother, he used to own Mid-Atlantic Jet Charter. And he flew so I'm in the landing at Jacksonville, and it's game day. Right. Sunday morning around 10 o'clock. Everybody's out drinking all day and everything, right?
Right.
My phone rings, and it says Rick Hendrickson. So I pick the phone up, and I go, and it's loud. I'm at the bar. I'm in a bar.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Where are you? I'm in the Super Bowl. I said, so am I. And we bumped into. I was walking backward. We bumped into each other while talking on the phone. I had no idea he was there. To make a long story short, the Eagles lost. I flew home. I flew home on a Learjet.
Of course you did.
My friends told me that was the worst, longest drive home from Florida after a loss. When you lose the Super Bowl.
You didn't go to Minnesota, did you?
Too cold.
Too cold for you?
Too expensive, actually.
Well, it's inside. Remember, the game was inside.
I would have gone, but financially I couldn't swing.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it'll be fun.
Because when I went with Scott Simpson, Frank Unger, Carl. We went with a bunch of people. I only had to pay $2,000.
Should I officially flip-flop? I don't know. I don't know if I can flip-flop.
Like it's okay.
I don't know.
Let's call it reevaluating.
New information.
Yeah, new information. Because you didn't know Embiid was going to be hurt.
Yeah, you didn't know this was going to happen.
I'll let you back out of it.
All right. I'll think about it by the end of the show. I'll let you know because this is a fast 2 hours. So I'll let you know by the end if I want to go back.
Look,
there's new information. They weren't this bad at the beginning of the year.
But
they've won 3 or 4.
All right. How does Daryl Morey? How does he sign Embiid to a max contract when you knew that he was damaged, but he was susceptible to injuries, Nick?
The reporting was that they thought they could manage it.
It's like I'm just telling you when you go for a job, you give a resume of the things that you've done, and then they hire you off that resume. If
got
you
an MVP
see,
on there, I'm just
saying.
He's got an MVP on
But
there.
if you see hurt, like he's averaged 55, 60 games a year.
I understand. He's their guy. That's an ownership signing. That's
Why,
an
is it me? Is it
ownership
me or
signing.
am I just? Is it hot here?
No, it's hot. It's a lot of hot air. I mean, we've been talking for an hour and a
Fired
half
up.
here.
Well, because like every other Sixer fan, you included. By the way, our seats. I was watching the game last night. You know where we sat right next to that blue.
Yeah.
What did it say? Was it
Like a Toyota sign?
The
or
Toyota
whatever.
sign.
Yeah.
That blue Toyota.
Yeah.
Dominic Mariani, Dr. Dom, gave us a seat 3 rows behind the visitors bench.
Yes.
So last night I'm watching the game and I could see that. I could see the sign. So
Yeah.
we were sitting right here. Those seats were great. But how disappointing is it for, like, we'd have to pay for those tickets. But if you had to pay a lot of money sitting in those seats and watching this product.
That's why it's $2 for a ticket up in the nosebleeds now.
Is it really?
Yeah, this past week, they went down to $2.
Did you go, Nick?
I didn't go this week. I had a lot.
Disappointed in you.
I would have went if I didn't have other obligations this week. But, like, I mean, how would I can't believe I had to pass up $2 nosebleeds. Do you know how much that hurts me?
Your nickname is Nicky Nosebleed.
I know.
Among other ones.
Well, there's a few. There's a few of them that we've gone over at length. Oh, man. But, yeah, $2 tickets. Do you believe that? They've gone down but if they don't start winning, they're a couple of games out of that final 10th spot to get into the play-in, right? If they, if they don't get there, they don't get into the postseason this year, they're on the brink of irrelevancy, Billy. Nobody will want to go to those games. They'll stay at $2. I mean, they're sending BOGO deals out to your email at this point. That's how much of a disaster the start of the season has been. And, I mean, there's you've heard a little bit that Embiid might be coming back soon, but who knows at this point? I mean, with all the injury stuff that's come out about him and the knee, I don't know when he'll come back.
All right, let's look at the schedule, because pretty soon it's getting late early, Nick. Right?
Well, it's still December. It's still December.
December 7th, a date that will live in infamy. Who said that? Who gave that speech?
That was President.
Very good. It was the president.
FDR. Sorry.
All right, let's look at the schedule. Chicago tomorrow.
The Bulls.
The Pacers. Charlotte again. Is that part of the
well, they had to replace some of the games because they didn't make the NBA Cup, so that's part of the new schedule.
Cleveland and San Antonio. Then on Christmas Day, Boston, the Celtics. I'm going to give them.
I forgot about that.
I'm giving them the Christmas Day.
Yeah, it's after Christmas.
After Christmas, they got to start.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over, and you can't.
How far? Like right now, they're 3 games out of a play.
Yeah, they are. I have it right here. So they are 2.5. All
right.
Actually, a game and a half. Sorry, game and a half.
They cannot be any more.
Game and a half.
They cannot be any more than a game and a half.
I can't read, so
no, they can't be any more than a game and a half at Christmas, and then they have to Christmas Day. They got to turn it around.
They should be in the play-in by Christmas Day.
Yes,
they should be in the 10 seed by then. There's no reason they shouldn't be at this point. Paul George is back in the lineup. McCain's in the lineup. Like, they're getting healthier, and then if you get Embiid back by then, you're a game and a half out.
But then they go after Boston on Christmas Day. They go a West Coast trip: Utah, Portland, Sacramento, Golden State, and they finish up on the East Coast in Brooklyn.
Oh, no.
So that's not an easy schedule,
No.
Nick. So they could take you all the way to
I forgot.
January 10th.
Do we even watch on Christmas Day?
I'm not.
Oh,
I mean, I'll have it on in the back.
I forgot they played Boston.
NFL's playing on that day.
I
too.
know. That's a Netflix game, isn't it? I think.
By the way, I watched the Detroit. We went to the Jerseyman event.
Yeah, it came back. Yeah, watched the Detroit Green Bay.
It was on Prime. It was on
It's on
Prime.
Prime.
So because if I'm watching, like, if Thursday night, if there's a lot of others, like the Flyers are on and the Sixers on, I want to be able to hit the clicker.
Yeah.
You can't I can't when I'm on Prime. It takes forever to buffer.
You want to go back and forth. I know.
like
We got to get into the app.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. So you got to, if you're watching a game, you're in the game now. You're stuck. You're stuck there. You can't go back and forth with the clicker. You're stuck there. Unfortunately.
$2 nosebleeds.
I know. How much do you think the Christmas Day will cost? Probably 50 cents because they're not beat Boston. I can tell you that right now.
It's in Boston.
Oh, it's in Boston.
Yeah, it's in
okay.
Boston. All right, we get the Flyers today at 1:00.
Yes.
Let's look at that. All right, we got the Flyers at 1:00.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing the Bruins.
Yeah.
The Flyers have won 8 of their last 13, and they've won a lot of games in overtime. They scored 5 goals against Florida.
That Florida game was unbelievable. That was the night we were at the Jerseyman Phillyman magazine event, and I just kept getting updates. Florida was up. Flyers are back in it. They tied it up, and then they fell apart towards the end. My goodness, there was no defense played in that game, Billy, whatsoever. None.
Flyers are 12, 11, and 3 for 27 points. They're in 5th place, mired in mediocrity. But there are some bright spots. I think there are more bright spots with the Flyers than there are with the Sixers.
I agree. I think there is too. But Billy, I got a little bit
This
of
is
breaking news.
All right.
On 97.3 ESPN FM, South Jersey sports leader.
All right. According to Ian Rappaport, Eagles standout Dallas Goedert is headed to injured reserve because of his knee injury. Sources tell him and Mike Garafolo. The plan is for him to be back at full speed heading into the playoffs. So
he's
Dallas,
the rest, that's 4 games.
Dallas Goedert is heading to IR.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, so
Not
that's
good.
big. That's big news.
That is big news.
Yeah.
Because he got a very important touchdown. Made it 9-7.
Yep. So Goddard, Goddard, however you want to say it, is out. He is out. He's on injured reserve, according to Mike Garafolo, Ian Rappaport.
609-403-0973. What side of the ball impresses you most, the offensive line or the defensive line?
Got to go defensive line, Billy.
609-403-0973 is the text board number. 609-403-0973. I'm going to say, I haven't given you.
Yeah, you haven't given your opinion yet.
So I'm going to do that now.
All right.
I'm going to say I'm more impressed with the offensive line.
Okay.
Because I think the defensive line, while they're playing well, I already read off the stats since week 6, they've got 30 sacks.
Yeah.
But it's also the linebackers. Like
the front seven.
I think that the whole defense is playing well as a whole unit.
They're playing inspired football too,
right.
Billy.
They're right. But I think the offensive line is more impressive.
Oh, you're going O-line.
Yeah, I'm going O-line.
So not D-line.
No, I said I think the reason why the defensive line is playing well because the secondaries covering otherwise the receivers that we're facing, they're not open.
Right.
So that's giving the defensive line a little extra time maybe to get the quarterback.
Yeah, but they've been sacking the quarterback too, Billy.
Look, this is a tough question.
I know. You could go either way. I mean, there's really no
Ken
wrong
Dunek
answer
even
here.
said it. It's a really good question.
Yeah. All right, Keith from Milford texted in. Wilford, Delaware. Defense is good, but look at Barkley run without Kelsey. So remember, no Kelsey. Look at Barkley go. That's his point.
Well, Barkley wasn't on the team last year, so we'll never know.
I know, but what he's saying is,
I don't get that.
What do you mean you don't get that?
Kelsey wasn't on the
No.
Barkley wasn't on our team.
That's
last
what he's
year.
saying. He's making the point. Barkley without Kelsey, that's more impressive.
Oh,
that
I
Kelsey's not there.
Yeah, but I think
He's running all over. That's how good the offensive line bit. They don't even have Jason Kelsey and Barkley.
Have you seen Dickerson and the center pancake people? They're
Yes.
blowing people off. Nick, when I record the games. When I go back and watch it, I focus in on they're blowing these guys off the ball like 2, 3, 4 yards and pancaking people.
See, but I expected the offensive line to be really good.
This good. They're the
not
best.
this good.
We had Brian Baldinger on a couple weeks
did.
ago. He said this is the best offensive line in the league.
Them in Detroit, yeah, it's between those two. Detroit is a really good offensive line too. You can't forget that. Detroit's offensive line has been.
We got to get that
fantastic.
number 1 seed.
I agree. Do you think it happens?
Yeah, I do.
All right,
I do.
Because Detroit's a tougher schedule than
They
the Eagles.
do.
So the Eagles have Carolina this week. Should not be a trap
Can't
game.
let them down.
Should not be a trap game this week. No way.
On the other side, we got our good friend Fran Mclaughlin.
Yeah, I
in
can't
here.
wait.
Give him the microphone. Swing that microphone over there to you, and put those headphones on there, Fran. Fran, by the way, you're thank you so much for the sandwiches, Fran. That's unbelievable. What's it? A pretzel? It's the buns of pretzel?
Yeah, it's a pretzel bagel.
Oh my God!
I do that with burgers
good,
sometimes.
man.
Oh, this is a breakfast sandwich too.
I call it the best breakfast sandwich east of the Parkway. I don't want to annoy some of your spots.
Fran, how you doing, man? We really enjoy your segment. Athletes in the spot, South Jersey high school athletes in the spotlight.
I'm good. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
You love high school sports, don't you?
I do, always have, and it keeps me not that I have a lot of time between.
Yeah, I was going to say you
my
work
trucking
hard.
company and the pretzel shop.
You own a business, you work hard, right?
Yeah, but it gives me an outlet, and I enjoy going to the games.
But you really enjoy high school sports. And listen, we got great high school athletes in this area, and for you to highlight them is a great job.
I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun for me. I figured today you brought me on to talk about my fantasy football team since we're kind of in between seasons here.
Yeah,
but
right.
We can wrap some things up today, and yeah.
All right, we'll get to the athletes in the spotlight with Fran Mclaughlin from the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township on the other side. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Ask for Will, Bill, JM, Chet. They're all down there. Do a great job. It's the Circle Liquor Store. I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. We'll be down there tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. Got to come on down. If you can't make it for the pregame show, you got to come to watch the game with us. The food is excellent. The drinks are they got drink specials. The ambiance. You can watch the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean.
Right there.
Palm trees.
Right there.
Can't beat it, right?
Can't beat it.
All right. La Scala's opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. Mike Gill and Heidi were there last
They were.
They were
and
at La Scala's.
They saw the locker room setup,
Sent me
too.
a picture of the setup.
Go fix it.
Yeah.
And it was a little...
And I think we're going to be back there for a playoff game.
Uh-oh.
How about that?
that?
Come down for that.
That'll
All
be
right.
fun.
When we return, we'll talk with Fran Mclaughlin with the South Jersey High School athletes in the spotlight. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedor bring you all the exciting play-by-play action.
All alone goes Beachcomb. In on Bennington, back in. He scores! He does it again!
It's Flyers Bruins later today. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lanigan, again and again. Call Lanigan, again and again.
How would you like to win 2 tickets to the Eagles-Cowboys game on December 29th? Pixforgood.org is sending 2 fans, VIP, club level, Eagles-Cowboys, December 29th. Access to VIP tailgate, food and beverage included. Pixforgood.org for your chance to go see Eagles-Cowboys, December 29th, down at the link.
Need a gift for your favorite uncle, your work bestie, or that mail carrier who never lets you down? Festive holiday scratch-offs from the New Jersey Lottery make perfect gifts that are easy to give and super fun to get. With a total prize pool of over $42 million, anything can happen in Jersey.
O'Reilly. Need parts now? O'ReillyAuto.com can help. Need them fast? O'Reilly is fast. Whether you choose in-store pickup, same-day home delivery, or next-day home shipping, we've got you covered. Get more parts your way at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through December 22nd, get Thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more and keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen and see Wicked in theaters now. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan or auto-pay or stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Actual internet speeds vary and not guaranteed.
You're
All right, we're back broadcasting live. Tom's River Auto Group Studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw. And I want to remind people about Brian Prop's 5th annual Chubby's Cheer for Children charity event. Private cigar dinner. They're taking about 70 people. It's on Sunday, December 15th, Monday, December 16th at 6 p.m. Go to chubbyssteakhouse.com for more information. Brian Prop will also be signing his new book, Angel on My Wing. And it's a great story about faith, determination, and courage. He was signing autographed books at the Philly Man and Jersey Man Christmas party. It was nice of him to give us 2 books today.
Yeah, that was awesome of him. It was a fun time. We saw Harold Carmichael. Obviously, Ken Dunek was there, who joined us on the show earlier. It was a fun event, just overall.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. Our question is, who are you more impressed with? That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, who are you more impressed by, the Eagles offensive line or the Eagles defensive line?
609-403-0973. Now you got a text message.
I do. It's from Dan in EHT. He brings up an interesting point. He said, please don't bash me, fellas. I think that's how he started it
I
out.
love when people preface it by saying,
that's how he started it out. So he said,
can't be as bad as you thinking the Sixers are going to win.
No, it can't. Nothing's worse than that. Please don't bash me, fellas. I think the offensive and defensive lines are better this year because Kelsey and Fletcher Cox retired. Obviously, I'm talking mostly because both were long in the tooth.
Can you argue with that? Because last year, this offensive line is better than last year's offensive line.
It is.
And this year's defensive line now is better than last year's defensive line.
Oh, man.
Right? Statistically.
I'm not going to bash him. I'm
not going to bash him either.
I don't think it's a bad point.
Guess what? That's pretty astute.
Yeah.
I like
Dan.
I like it, Dan.
It's a good job by Dan. We're not bashing you, Dan.
Hey, now it's time for the Locker Room's high school player in the spotlight. Sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran Mclaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for outstanding achievement in high school sports. Brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. And now we don't have to go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline because Fran's here in the locker room with us. Good morning, Fran.
Good morning, Billy.
What's happening?
Not much. Nice, comfortable digs. Normally, I'm sitting in the back of my my pickup truck outside the pretzel shop.
Well, you're like
at this time.
The guy works 24/7, but you have to when you own your business, right?
Yeah, you do.
So, Fran, we Dave's not with us today, so we have an open mic. I figured since you don't really have a lot of the fall sports have all come to an end, pretty much, and there were not that many games last week, so we don't have an athlete in the spotlight this week.
No, we won't have this week. We will pick it right back up next week. The winter season is just starting to get underway.
What sports are in the winter season? You got swimming,
you got swimming,
bowling,
you got wrestling, you got bowling, you got ice hockey, you got indoor
ice
track.
hockey. We got ice hockey.
I don't know if we have any local teams that have it.
Okay,
St. Augustine.
Well, you would know.
But it is a winter sport.
Right.
Obviously, basketball.
Okay.
So we had
boys and girls basketball.
Yeah. We had a little taste of things this past week. People got in the pool finally on Thursday night. You had Ocean City boys and girls sweeping Vineland.
You got any information on my nephew Colin Schweim? He swims on that team.
I did not see any Colin Schweim in results.
You know what I told him? I said, you know what? You have to have a burning desire to be great.
Yeah.
You can't just go out there and participate. You gotta
Mamba mentality.
He's not. Listen, I love Colin and Cody Schweim.
Cody's trying to correct us today.
They're not competitive as Bobby and I were. We wanted to kill each other.
Yeah.
Checkers, chess.
You still do.
Tennis. You name it. Cards. And, of course, on the field of battle, football field, basketball court, I kicked boxing. We used to do. I mean, we couldn't stand losing. These guys aren't competitive like that.
Every set of friends I had brothers. They're so competitive.
All right? Not these guys.
You sure? They're really not that competitive, you think?
Nope. Not like, well, they're not like Bobby and I.
Well, that's a tough.
Well, look at Franny. You got a lot of friends or brothers that were they're really competitive. I know a lot of people.
Yeah, but you and Bobby, it's a little different. You guys are on another level. This is another level. I got to put a referee jersey on for a radio show to keep you two separated. So that's another level. Let's be fair.
All right, let's get back. What happened with the Ocean City swim team? They played violently. Swam against
boys and girls swept Vineland, and Friday night, last night, I guess mainland boys and girls swept Vineland. So we're just starting to get going with some things. Some bowling kicked off early in the week. We'll see the basketball season kind of get going in earnest the end of next week.
Fran, just off the top of your head, can you tell me? Like, who do you think is what basketball teams for the boys and girls are going to be like pretty good this year?
I'm going to be honest with you, Billy.
You're not sure yet?
I didn't really follow as much last year.
Okay.
Than football.
Well, you just moved down to the area.
Yes,
correct?
I did. Yep.
All right. That's cool. It's an honest answer.
Yeah,
I love that.
I started getting going with the football and kind of getting back into it. This
cool. Well, you're doing. Listen. High school sports has a place. We need to highlight it, and you do a great job doing it. So, what else you got?
Yeah, we had a National Signing Day for football.
How about that?
That's
week. Awesome.
Couple of the top signees from the area. You got AC's Sinai Reed, the wide receiver. He is committed and signed to Rutgers.
Nice, Rutgers.
Local.
Home, staying home.
Yeah. Another wideout, Braswell Thomas from Pleasantville. He didn't play all year. He actually got hurt at a PSU camp, but he is signed with Penn State.
Nice.
There's a whole list of commitments. If you go to nja.com, extensive list statewide. If you look at that list, it looked like every player from the DePaul team that knocked off Holy Spirit is either going to Ohio State or Notre Dame. So you can understand the train wreck they ran into a couple weeks ago. But the entire list for the entire state of commits is up there so far.
So, this area, look at Dave Clemick, right from our own Dave Clemick.
We got some talent down
He played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, we got some talent down here.
A lot of players from the South Jersey area.
Of course.
And Dave's proof that you don't have to go high Division I. He went to Northeastern, worked his way through. So it's just
look at Quinyon Mitchell. He went to Toledo.
I know. And look,
was that the MAC?
He should win. Yeah, it's the MAC. He should win Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. In my opinion,
Ken Dunek said he should be all pro.
Yeah, he's been that good. He's Revis Island level type stuff here, Billy.
Yeah, him and DeGene.
Cooper DeGene.
They've made a difference in that defense. Yeah.
Well, Cooper DeGene went to Iowa, but the guy, talk about an all-around athlete. See somebody
basketball highlights.
He's not like
dunking.
Was he 6'2"?
He's not that tall.
He's not even that tall.
No.
He dunks with authority.
He does.
So, Fran, we really enjoy your segment, but we really enjoy the Philly Pretzel Factory. These sandwiches are phenomenal, but your pretzels, like I like the mustard. You like
I'm not a mustard guy.
You can do mustard or you can do the cheese, right?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either. I can't go wrong with mustard.
I like the mustard. I like the hot
cheese. I like the cheese. Yeah,
I like the hot mustard.
I go cheese.
So when you eat a hot dog, Nick, at the ball game, what do you put on your hot dog?
You're gonna hate me
for
this.
Don't
say ketchup.
It's plain.
What?
Nothing.
You don't put mustard?
No.
Oh, I go all
plain
just
Jane
mustard,
over
and sometimes I'll do a little relish.
I'm plain Jane with my hot dog. I want mild flats for my wings. We know how this goes.
By the way, I got wings last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. You know the best wings. I hate to say this, but Red Dazzles.
They got good wings
but
too. Yeah.
Red Dazzles. Listen, I don't know if you know this, Fran. The best lobster bisque you'll ever eat in your life.
I heard you saying that last.
Is Red Dazzles without question.
Love Red Dazzles.
You get down to Red Dazzles, you get a bowl of their lobster bisque. I'm telling you, you go back again and again and again.
Nice. I have to get down
They
there.
also have good wings.
Yeah.
But I had wings last night.
Nice.
I was in front of the fireplace. I had the Army game on, the Sixers game on. I was eating my chicken wings. And you know what? I do like the flats now.
Oh, you're moving to the
flats.
right side over here.
No, when you eat the chicken wing in a flat, it's got 2 bones in it.
It does.
So you got to pick it apart and get. But I like it.
It's
like that.
It's so much better.
Nice.
So much better than a drum.
What do you like?
If you, first of all,
Oh,
You like the
Fran,
drum?
no.
You like the drum?
I'm a drum guy, and it works out great. My wife's so
Great.
You get an order of wings. It's normally 8 wings or 10 wings or whatever, and it's 5 and 5. So she'll eat the flats every now and then. Like, yo, you ate a drum. What's going on?
So
then I got to grab. Then I got to grab it. But if you're going to do the flats, Nicky, you better know how to clean them. You grab it and
you have to
stick it in.
Yeah, but I got to be honest with you. I had to pull it. I got to pull it apart.
Got to pull it apart. I do that occasionally too. But I was a close when we did that poll. I was a close poll, so it's pretty split.
All right, so Fran, anything else that you have? You want to talk about the mainland game a little bit last week? Because even though they lost, they still had a heck of a season.
Great season.
Yeah, they did. Really good game. I actually was down at Charlie's watching it.
Oh, did you?
Other than the Ocean City fan bartender who gave me the business when I asked if the game was going to be on. Now, it was a great place to watch a game, great atmosphere, but had some wings there, which I love.
Yeah, there. Grimes, we went down there. We watched the Ohio State-Indiana game.
Yeah.
Grimesy bought us wings, and we were watching the game, eating wings at Charlie's.
Great time.
Nothing better than that.
Love Charlie's.
That's a great place.
Yeah, so Mainland finishes up. They drop a 28-16 decision to Old Tappan in the Group 3 state title game last Sunday morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I was supposed to go up there, but we got too busy, and I just decided to stay local. But it was a 7-7 game half, really closely contested. Teams going back and forth. And then Old Tappan comes out, Pooch kicks to start the second half.
They recovered it?
Mainland mishandled it. Old Tappan recovered. And that was they kind of stole possession right there in a close game. And that was kind of the end of the story there for Mainland. But they did have a great season, finished 10-4, ranked number 17 in the NJ.com poll. Holy Spirit, which finished up a couple weeks ago against that DePaul team I mentioned. They finished number 8 in the NJ.com poll. So it was a good season. A couple other finals in the state championship. Glassboro wins the Group 1 title.
Yeah, how about
going
that?
Perfect 13-0. Their running back Kenny Smith, who just signed with Monmouth.
Okay.
He goes for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And he's going to Monmouth?
Wow.
He's going to Monmouth. Rutgers was on his list, but
okay.
He signed with Monmouth. And then if you're like me and you like to watch kids as they come up and play Friday night before they play Saturday, and possibly Sunday, Winslow, which is a team that Mainland saw earlier this season, they win the Group 4 crown 35-0 over Phillipsburg.
Wow.
I want to check out that quarterback. He's only a sophomore, finished the season with 2,900 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's
your neck
local,
of the
man.
woods,
That's
right?
my neck of the woods right over there.
It's about 30 minutes from where I live in College.
I parked my dump truck up right by there. So one Friday night next year, I'm going to make sure I catch them.
So I coached baseball at Glassboro High School for 6 years.
I know. See, you learn something new every time you meet up with Billy.
Glassboro, you know what? Glassboro is a Group 1.
Yeah.
They put out some great athletes, man.
Hey,
They really
I'm
do.
a rowing guy. I would go by there all the time, going to class.
Fran, we really appreciate what you do. We look forward to the winter sports. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to diving into the winter. Like I said, my first time really getting engrossed like I did with the football season down in this neck of the woods.
You know because you're from you just told me that you know my good buddy Jeff Harding used to play for the Flyers. He's a teacher at the CB West.
He was I think it's CB's high school. I think he might have been
CB
at Harper Horsham, a couple schools in the area.
Yeah,
I grew up in Bucks County from that way.
Yeah,
so,
how about that?
Yep.
And listen, tell us about the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township.
Well, we're getting into our season where it's party trays are going to be it. You know, we got we got Nicky Nuggets here. We got we got our rivets. We got our mini dogs. We got our cheesesteak rivets as party trays. They're all great. Plus, we're my wife's working on some special items. We have candy cane pretzels,
nice
wreaths, Christmas trees. We can do anything.
How did the turkey pretzels go? That looked pretty cool.
They were great. People loved
awesome.
them. Yeah, it was a cool thing. We had a group from Atlanta Christian for a fundraiser last night. Got a bunch of pretzels and we sent them over one of our Christmas trees. We did. My wife did a really nice job with it, and they loved it.
Can you order online to get Philly pretzels?
Yeah, you can order online. PhillyPretzel.com. Hit the Egg Harbor Township store, or hit us up on Facebook, or give us a call.
What's the phone number down there?
609-646-0012.
All right, Fran. We look forward to having you give us a report each and every Saturday throughout the winter sports. And, of course, we'll carry right into the spring.
Sounds good.
All right, there's Fran Mclaughlin with the high school players in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran Mclaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for outstanding achievement in high school sports. Brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. Ask for Will, Bill, JM, Chet. They're all there. Great guys. All right. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jerseyman and Phillyman magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunek. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, Nikki will wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Nicky Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles continue the 2024 season tomorrow, hosting the Carolina Panthers.
Looking, he is firing, and it is caught for a touchdown! A.J. Brown!
Pre-game coverage starts at noon with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for price and participation, which varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through December 22nd, get thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more and keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen and see Wicked in theaters now. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan and auto-pay stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Actual internet speeds vary and not guaranteed.
Year, American farmers will harvest 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN in the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nicky Earnshaw, get you into the Christmas spirit. Have you done any shopping, Nick?
I've done a little bit of shopping. I still have a ways to go, to be honest.
If I had to say, what's your one sports Christmas wish? What do you want for Christmas out of one of our sports teams?
Oh,
I don't know what it is.
Oh, the Sixers to turn it around, and Embiid's need to get healthy.
Right.
That's my Christmas wish.
That's a good one for you. All right, Nick, since you're not going to be with us at Las Calas tomorrow, because we will be broadcasting live at Las Calas Beach House for our Eagles pregame show. Me, Josh Henning, and the former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemick will be there. All right, we'll be at Las Calas from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and then we'll watch the game there and eat and drink and have a great time. You're on the birds at Las Calas Beach House. What's your prediction for tomorrow, Nick?
I don't think this one's close tomorrow. I really don't. Carolina's not a good football team. They've played some teams close lately, but I'm going to go Eagles win 33-13.
33-13 for Nicky Earnshaw. We got a text message before we get out of here.
Yeah, I got to read this one. You Eagles fans think you're the best to ever play the sport. High-powered offense with an average defense. They're teams with better offensive power rankings and definitely better defensive ratings. I'm waiting for the end of the season catastrophe that is bound to happen just like last year. Evan from Little Egg Harbor. I got to find out.
What is he talking
Is he
about?
a Cowboys fan or a Giants fan?
Yeah, text in. Are you a Cowboys fan? He's got
only got a couple minutes. Got to be
Hurry
fast.
up. Listen, he says an average defense. Well, I'm looking at the statistics.
Number one
in total defense. Number 3, pass defense. 7, rush defense. We're in the top 10, and they're number 1.
Where are you finding teams better?
That's what they're a +3 in turnover differential.
I don't know what games he's got to be a Cowboys.
He's got to be a Cowboys fan.
Got to be a Cowboys fan.
Come on, 609-403-0973.
Got another one. Great show from Paul and OC. Toss up on the Eagles. O-line adding Becton and Saquon's rushing success. D-line, Carter's been a beast, and Graham playing at a high level with Nolan Smith improving. Gonna go O-line if I had to pick one.
You have to pick one.
Due to Jeff Stout and his coaching of Fred Johnson. He was good early on in the season. 35-10 Eagles is Paul's
let me put
prediction. That's very similar to mine, Paul. I don't think it's gonna be close.
35-10, he said?
Paul said 35-10.
By the way,
Love
I got a text message from one of my old sponsors. Let me see if
by the way, Evan is a Dallas fan.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
You just knew that, right?
Yeah,
you knew that.
Listen, their
All right.
season's over. You got nothing else to. That's what you're hanging on, Evan. You're hanging on it.
Listen, Steve Weinstein just texted. Hard to judge whether the offensive line is better without Kelsey. This offensive line is very good, but they have Barkley. What other offensive line from last year have done if Barkley was running back for them? But here's the thing:
they could have
offensive line. The offensive line last the Giants line stinks
bad,
but the offensive line for the Eagles are blown. You can run a truck through somebody's hole. You can run Fran's truck through somebody's hole.
Even if you saw DeAndre Swift, I still think he'd be putting up pretty big numbers too.
I believe that too.
But
not as good as Saquon.
No,
because Saquon's got pull away speed.
He's going for the record.
He's got power. He can run over. He can run around you.
Saquon's one of the most talented running backs in the league, if not the most talented. Him and Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's been hurt. The fact that he has this offensive line has helped him tremendously. He's had a bad offensive line his whole career.
Would you say that this year's offensive line is better without Kelsey? I do. It's the proof's in the record.
I mean,
run the ball last year.
You have Mekhi Becton too, and what he's been able to do.
This line is better than last year's line.
I'm going to agree with you, Billy. I'm going to agree with you. It doesn't happen often, but I'll agree with you.
Oh, wisdom, Nick. With age, there's wisdom.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I want to thank Ken Dunek for checking in. We appreciate Ken Dunek. I want to thank Fran Mclaughlin for the Athlete Spotlight, High School Athlete Spotlight. Thanks to Nicky Earnshaw, as always.
Yeah, it was
our text messages. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing can be finer than talking sports with a Schreiner. We'll be in La Scala's Beach House tomorrow for our Eagles pregame show. Come on down and watch the Birds with us. We'll have Scott Grayson, Ken Dunek, or Dave Clemick, and the rest of the crew, and Brian Hartley and once more tomorrow at La Scala's Beach House. Let's go Birds!